Today I'm going to show you how to change the engine oil in a Kawasaki FH451V on a John Deere LX280. Now this process will be similar for Kawasaki engine models FH451V all the way up to FH680V. So let's get into it. First thing you're going to want to do is make sure the machine is parked on a level surface. Then we'll start the engine and idle it for a few minutes just to warm up the oil. Now let's go ahead and remove the spark plug wires just to make sure it won't start. Next, we're going to want to put some cardboard underneath just in case there's a spill. We don't want to make a mess. Now let's wipe around the drain tube and also the dipstick. Okay, now I'm just turning the steering wheel to give us more room. Then we'll take an 18mm and hold this part of the drain tube and loosen the plug. Let's crack the dipstick open to allow it to drain completely. Make sure you have a container that can hold at least 2 quarts. And we'll begin draining. You're going to want to have some towels handy when you do this. We'll just allow it to drain completely there. Now that that's done draining, we'll go ahead and wipe down the drain plug and reinstall it, making sure the O-ring is in good condition. Right there. Now the O-ring is what seals, so don't need much torque here. Just want the plug to bottom out. That's good there. Just barely snug. Now we'll put some towels underneath the oil filter. And remove it. Now if it's too tight, then you'll need an oil filter wrench, which I'll leave a link in the description below for that. Now you want to make sure you have plenty of towels back in there, because you don't want the oil going back to the drive belt. That would be a mess. Okay, it might be a good time to just wipe this down, make sure it's all clean. Now we'll go ahead and prepare the oil filter base. Make sure that's clean. Take a little brake cleaner. Get all the dirt and debris out of there. Here's the oil and filter you're going to need. Part number AM107423. Now you can also use the Kawasaki oil filter, which is part number 49065-0724. Now for oil, I have 10W40 here by Cadet. This is a small engine oil, so it's got zinc additives, which is good for this engine and any small engine. But you can also use automotive oil if that's all you have. And then 10W40 is the weight I'm using. You can also use 10W30 and I believe 5W30. Those three are the oils specified by the manufacturer, but I'm going to use 10W40 today. And you're going to need just under 2 quarts. I think it's 1 3/4. Okay, now we're just going to pre-fill the filter up to the threads, base of the threads, and then we're going to let it sit for a minute or two to settle and soak up the oil. I don't think this is absolutely necessary, but right there. Now we'll set it aside. Okay, now that it's been a minute or two, we'll go ahead and oil the gasket. And then we'll make sure the gasket is fully seated, not coming up at all. And our base is clean. And then let's install the new filter. Alright, and the gasket's just starting to contact right there. So now we're going to spin it approximately 3/4 turn. Right there. Now let's go ahead and add approximately 1.5 quarts of oil just to start off with. And then if we need to add any more, we can do that. And then we'll add about half of the second quart, like I said. And there we are at about 1.5 quarts. So go ahead and do a check of the oil. But know that it's going to change after it goes through the system. So, and it is showing full, which is okay. Because like I said, it hasn't gone through the oil system yet. So it's time to reconnect the spark plug wires. And start it up and idle it for about a minute or two. Then we'll shut it off and let it sit for a minute and check it. So now would be a good time to check for leaks, both at the oil filter and the drain plug. Both of them look good. So now let's wait a little longer and then we'll check the oil level one last time. Now we'll go ahead, remove the dipstick, and we'll wipe it down with a clean cloth, reinsert it, and do not screw it in, just set it on the threads, remove it, and inspect the level. And this one is low. You can see it there. It's about right there. So we're going to add it to bring it up to the full mark. Okay, let's reinstall the dipstick and check it. And the oil level is right there at the full mark, so we're good to go. And as you can see there, we ended up using almost 1 3/4 quarts. So that's all there is to changing the engine oil on the Kawasaki FH680V and similar models. Thanks for watching.